Welcome back to Dairyayres. Today we are going to can some carrots. This is super easy to do, you guys. You can pull it off in a snap. Let's do it. All right, guys. I asked hubby to stop off and get me some carrots. He never buys carrots like this, but this is what he bought. But you know what? I'm going to use them anyway. So I washed them all like 2 or 3 times. If there's a place on them, let me see, like here, this spot here, I'm going to cut that out. I'm just going to go in there and cut it out. So I just go through here, look at them all, make sure the ends are good. There's a couple ends that, let me see if I can find one. Got like, you have to look at this stuff. You should be looking at your stuff always, but okay, like this one here is all split. I'm not so sure I'll use that one. We'll see. But some of them have like a end of the carrot still on there, so I'm not going to use that either. I'll cut that off. Here's a spot. See that? I'm not going to use that. And it goes down pretty deep. So I'm going to cut it all out. Now it's good. All right. So I'm going to cut these up. And for us, I don't like mine in big pieces. I cut these little boogers in thirds. I basically call them carrot fingers because they're about a little bit bigger than my thumb. And so that's good. We're just going to go with that. And I'm going to fill my jars. I've got almost 4 filled back here already. So I'm going to continue on and fill these boogers up and clean them up. You want to make sure they don't come higher than an inch at the top of your jars. So shake them down a little bit. Get as many in there as you can. You know, use your less jars that way. And I can get, oh no, gotta go somewhere, buddy. You can't just run away. You're involved whether you like it or not. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the rest of these up, clean them up, and get them in these jars, and we'll be back when that happens. All right, guys, I went through my 2 bags, and then I think I can get 8 of these in there. I hope. So I had these, and these were a little older. These were in the fridge already. So I am refreshing them. Just peeling the ends of them. And I'm going to use these. Fill up this last jar. And if it doesn't fill, if I can't get it in the canner, because I'm not used to this yellow canner, if it doesn't fit in there, then I will just be doing more carrots tomorrow. And I'll do candied carrots. And we will do a video on those too, which I'm going to do anyway, regardless. I'll be doing that. So just so you know, you got a candied carrots coming up. And then there's a twist on that. So we'll see how that goes. Like I cut these in thirds, like I said before. Get this little jar filled up. It's the last one. You want to make sure you have an inch headspace. So, a couple more in here I got to do. So, I've washed them really good. Make sure they're clean. Can't remember what size of bags these were. I'll have to look in the trash in a minute and see what it was. I'll let you know. I think a couple more. Maybe one more. Maybe one more would be it. And we can do her. Get it done. And I don't want to not fill these up as much as I can, so if there's a possibility I can get another jar in, I'm going to take it. See if I can shake this down a little bit. Poking babies down there. There we go. That's probably good. I got a small one. I get a small one in there. Here's a skinny feller we'll use him. No, I'm not using that one because I don't like the way it feels. I'm super particular. I mean, I'm not going to take a chance of anything going wrong. Alright, so I think I'm going to call that a jar full. Although there is quite a lot of room down in here. If I just push them down a little bit, fill in some of those spots. Yeah, I think we're going to go with that. Alright, so let me clean up this mess and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I filled all these jars. I filled 8, just in case. I'm not familiar with this canner, but it's a little bit shorter and wider than my other one. So, that's what I'm doing. Alright, I'm going to put a ½ teaspoon of sugar in each one. I mean, salt. Excuse me, I am tired. I don't really make it a level. Even quarter teaspoon or ½ teaspoon, I mean. I just kind of fill it in there. It's about half. So I guess it's probably a little over a quarter. But that's fine with me. I'm not a big salt person, but little flavor's good. All right, done with that. Now, I'm going to pour water in these. Make sure your jars are sanitized. I'm going to do 2 here at a time. You need 1-inch headspace, okay? Hopefully when I debubble, you got to get in there and debubble too, guys. You got to do it. All these little pieces, trust me. Okay, get done. Okay. Back in there. I'm gonna wipe this off. It's only water. Just make sure it's nice and dry, not wet. Put my lid on. Fingertip tight. 1-inch headspace. Got my pot ready. It has warm water in it because I'm putting warm water over these. So that's how you do. I mean, it's like room temperature water. Whoop, I'm gonna break my jars if I don't be careful. Looks like my glasses must be off or something. I keep hitting it every time. Debubble. Getting there in the middle. Debubble. Push them babies back down. Make sure you have that inch headspace. Debubble. Every time I do that, I see bubbles coming up, so make sure you debubble. Okay. Add a little bit more water to this one. Just a little bit. Okay. Wipe the top of the rim off. Hope I get all of these in there. I have an idea. I probably won't, though. We'll see. I'm not used to this canner yet, so who knows? Who knows? Oh, that's the salt. I was gonna say, it's a dark part of the salt. I thought maybe something got in there. Okay, that's good. Take those off. And I'll tell you right now, if I could possibly get one more in there than these, I'm going to fill up another jar because I'm not going to have the canner not be full if I'm going to run it. There we go. It's going to be full. Well, I think I'm perfect, actually. Well, I'm not perfect, but the amount of jars I did. I think I need just a little bit more hot water. Yep, little bit more in this one, a little bit more in this one. And debubble. Get all the way down to the bottom. Okay, get in the middle. Okay. Push them back in there. Okay. Make them fit. That one's done. This one all the way to the side. That aggravates me because I always get them perfect where I want them and get as many in there as I can, and then I have to readjust it all after I debubble it. But, you know, I guess that's life. Some things you just gotta get over. All right, there we go. Okay. All right. Yep. Perfect. 8. 8 wide mouth in that one. That's good because my other one only held 7. All right, guys. Let's take a look at that. Okay. This is my fancy Sears and Roebuck. Get her on there. It's sealed. And I'm going to... Oh, I didn't do something. Hang on a minute. One last thing. I almost forgot. I do that often, though. I want to put a little vinegar in there because I don't want my jars to come out cloudy. So you really don't need that much of this stuff, you guys. Like no more than ever 1/4 of a cup. So there we go. All right, good to go. Now we're going to turn this baby on, and I'm going to go ahead and let it come up to a steam. I already checked everything on it. It's good. And I'm going to let it have a full steam for 10 minutes. Then after the 10 minutes, I'll go ahead and put my weight on. For me, it is 10 pounds. So I will put that on there. And then after it starts jiggling the way it's supposed to be for my canner, then I'll start my timer for 30 minutes. So that's what we got. All right, guys, I just put the weight on top. So it'll start jiggling here soon. As soon as it starts jiggling decently, it'll probably go pretty fast. I'm going to turn it down a little bit till it's a nice, calm jiggle. At that point, I'm going to start counting my 30 minutes. We'll be back when our time is done pressure canning. All right, guys, it's a happy canner. So we got 30 minutes, and we'll be back. All right, guys, we're finished. Take our lid off. And get them out of there. Looks like they turned out pretty good. Not bad. Only took a half hour. That's not too bad. And then I had to wait for it to cool, and I always wait about an hour. So that's not too shabby. All right. There we go. Pretty good. Pretty easy. So that wasn't hard at all. That was two 30-ounce bags of those little carrots. All right, guys, so that was pretty simple. I'm going to do candied carrots later in the week, and I'll do a video on that. I do mine a little bit different than everybody else. I add a little something to it. So come back for that. But like I said before, a 1/2-inch headspace, 30 minutes processing time. And don't forget, get your marker out, label those babies when you get done, put the date on them and what they are so we don't forget. See you guys later. Bye-bye.